Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we'll be covering a AI agents project that is freshly launched, only about a week old, but it is actually an AI agents project on the SUI blockchain. Now, obviously we know that SUI is a hot ecosystem worth paying attention to this cycle because we see, right now, only on the last 7 days, SUI, which is a $15 billion evaluation right now, is up almost 25% alone, which again, given such a big market cap, is pretty huge. And when we take a look how it has performed over the 1 year, SUI's up over 500%. So, and I think, SUI still has quite a bit of fuel left in the tank for it this cycle because of all the hype around it. It is a fast chain, is a new chain going into the cycle. Now, a lot of people do compare it to potentially having a Solana, a Polygon-like run this cycle. Now, if that happens, who knows? I mean, maybe from the absolute bottoms, but I digress. The project we're going to be looking into today, again, falls into a hot narrative AI agent. So we know AI is going to be a hot narrative. We see AI agents blowing up as of recently. So before we get into exactly what the project is, in my opinion on it, if you guys do get value out of the content here, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with what we're covering, and like the videos, your support means a lot. So if you take a look at the project now, covering the thesis on why we're bullish on the SUI ecosystem, if we take a look, the project is SETAI. Now again, when we look at the alt chart, SETAI is extremely early. I mean, this is literally got launched on the 30th of December of 2024. So about a week old right now. So, please realize when we're looking at a project of such a low market cap, the FDV is around 5 million. Crypto rank, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, I believe, do not show the correct market cap. We'll get into that towards the end of the video, so stick around there. But at such a low market cap, only being about a week old, I have to put the disclaimer that, it is obviously high risk, potentially high reward, but we're going to cover it throughout the video. Let me know in the comments below by the end of it what your guys' opinion and stance is on the project. But if we take a look at what SETAI does, SETAI or sentient AI, they have their lifelike AI agents. We're not going to cover too much exactly what AI agents does because if you are in the space or have watched any other of our videos covering AI agents, you have an idea of what they are. Essentially, they are these AI agents that can help you out a little bit. Now, if we look here, throughout their white paper, a couple of things about their product, their ecosystem, their SETAI agents, it allows AI to perceive its environment, make decisions, act to achieve certain goals, following the owner's likings, whoever creates the AI agent. It can also function on its own, serving in market prediction, healthcare support, personal assistant. It's essentially literally an AI assistant. That is essentially what a lot of these AI agents are. They're supposed to be AI assistants to kind of help you out with daily tasks. So that is essentially what the SETAI agents are. Now, they do have their AI agent launchpad as well. They do have their first project, I believe, set to launch, being incubated on their launchpad. This, DeFi agents AI project. So keep your eye out there because they're going to be launching at a super low market cap. A little bit of alpha for you there, but looks like they are going to be on Solana. They said they are going to be launching their first project on their own launch pad about mid-month, mid-January this year. So we're going to see how that one goes. Keep your eyes out there. That's what I'd recommend. They also, again, have a sub-product. And as always, go into the white paper, reach out, look at their socials. I encourage you to do your own research if this is a project that you are, that interests you. You can also, I believe they do have, their sentient AI application on Telegram, which you can also take advantage of right now as well. But if we scroll down, why create SETAI agents? Do we really want to give them more power? Kind of a joke there, I believe. But amid concerns about privacy, bias, and job displacement, their SETAI agents breaks boundaries by learning, adapting, forming meaningful connections as well. They go into some stats here of why potentially AI agents are going to be pretty huge. Again, we just go into what is the point of them. They can identify trends, predictions, creative solutions, optimizing business processes, or just again tasks, personalizing user experience. Now, here's the biggest thing: they have some pretty decent partnerships. Again, we see that they're partnered with the SUI network. At least, again, they are listed on the SUI network. So we look at AI agents as a trend. We're seeing a lot of AI agents. I mean, you can essentially, two ecosystems come to mind immediately when people talk about AI agent protocols. I mean, we cover a lot of AI agent projects on this channel, obviously, And in my opinion, two of the hottest narratives or hottest chains for AI agents, amongst other narratives, are obviously Base and Solana, which, there is always the argument of, is there oversaturation going on there? Whereas that's not a discussion I'll get into here, but, it makes it easy to identify projects like SETAI that are on other chains like SUI, which aren't as much oversaturated as something like a Solana, as something like a Base, whereas SUI is still, because it's a hot chain, it is still extremely early on. We are seeing that there's not nearly as many projects building on SUI compared to these other chains that have obviously been out for years at this point, which means that you do have the advantage of potentially being early to a project like SETAI. So when we see that they are on the SUI blockchain, now we can see that they did get launched out of stuff like Ape Terminal, GameFi, Polkastarter, Chain GPT, another AI project, obviously SuiPad as well. And they say they're integrated or have an integrating partnership with Amazon Web Services. I'd like to learn more about that one. I think that could be pretty bullish there if that gets highlighted a little bit more. Now, they do have their roadmap as well. This is where they're currently at. This is where they want to eventually move into. So kind of an empathy-driven companion. I think if you have like one of these AIs or these SETAI agents, a trusted friend to foster creativity, empathy, providing meaningful companionship in everyday life. So essentially it could be like an AI agent for, mental health. I do think we've talked about another project in the Discord about that. I do think that that is a narrative we're going to see amongst AI agents as well. AI agents not only doing tasks for you every day, but also potentially helping out, almost think of it like a service dog or service animal, helping out with mental, stuff going on there as well. So that is something you could think about potentially. Now, I said in the beginning of the video that this market cap, I don't believe is correct as far as the circulating. The FTV is, around that $5 million market cap. But if we actually take a look here, and again, let me know if you have any other questions on what the project is. Again, to really dumb it down and simplify it, it's AI agents on SUI. Again, that is the most simple form that I could put it for you guys. But if you take a look at their white paper, they have their tokenomics listed here as well. So it's not fully vested at TGE. Again, realize that this project only came out about a week ago. Now, if you take a look at how much they raised, and according to CryptoRank, they raised, about $1.5 million across all the different launch pads. Now, yes, early investors are up, about a 2.5x right now. So they are up. That is something worth mentioning. But at such a low market cap, I don't believe it's too much of a concern personally. Obviously, not financial advice, just giving you guys my opinion here. But they initially launched at a sub $100 million market cap with an FTV of 2 million. So that is why, they're up about 2.5x currently here. But when we take a look at it, this thing is still at a $2 million market cap right now. In my opinion, I don't know how much lower you're trying to go, especially if we do look at the SUI blockchain. If you're bullish on SUI as an ecosystem moving forward throughout the cycle, if you think that SUI still has a little bit more room in the tank moving to growth, then you should be bullish on projects built on SUI, because whereas SUI, I think, is going to continue to run, I don't think you're going to get massive crazy gains at this point at a $15 billion market cap, which is why you do trickle down the ecosystem to find something like a SETAI in a hot narrative, AI agents, and building on a hot chain, SUI, which is not, over diluted with projects as an ecosystem. So that is the benefit there as well. I think it was actually very smart for them to choose SUI to build on personally, because it does give them that edge as well. We've seen in the past throughout the cycle, a lot of projects, even right now, obviously, that build on Base have that edge, whereas I am super bullish on Base, obviously. I do think the next potential chain for people to use that kind of argument of, well, they're built on this chain, so they have that first mover advantage, is going to be SUI. I just think that we're still personally early, in my opinion. Even at a $15 billion market cap, I think we still have yet to see all that liquidity flow into the ecosystem itself. But when we look at it, at a $2 million market cap, in my opinion, the dilution is really not an issue. There is a breakdown here. Obviously, the team is on a 6-month cliff and advisors are on a 1-month. So we are going to see them start getting their tokens here this year as well. But when we take a look at it, they do, daily unlocks, whereas it's not a whole lot every single day. I mean, it's, literally about 27,000 a day here, which, yes, that is still daily unlocks. But at such a low market cap, guys, I mean, really, in my opinion, I don't think it's really that much of a concern. Now, obviously, this thing is going to be fully diluted in a year, but even then, it's still about a 2x in dilution. And you have to think, is this project going to go somewhere? Even at a $5 million market cap if it was fully diluted right now. I still think this project is undervalued because of all the things, all the topics we covered throughout the video. Being on SUI, being on a fresh, young, hot chain, and being in the right narrative with, AI agents. Again, you can try out their Sentient AI application. I've yet to try it myself, but I believe it is obviously live, and they do have their agent launchpad. I'm going to be taking a look here at, the different projects that are coming out, like DeFi Agents AI, if that is on Solana at such a low market cap. That's something I am personally going to be taking a look at as well. They do have staking part of their application. They have their roadmap. Now, if we take a look over here at their Twitter page, and here is the SUI contract if you want to find it. I don't think CoinGecko has it listed, but Crypto or CoinMarketCap does. That's why I have it pulled up, even though it is the wrong market cap, or market cap. They do have their SUI right here. They are on BNB, but again, SUI is the biggest one I'd be using. Now, if you take a look at the chart, it's a week old. There's not a whole lot to study here, but we have seen it do the initial run up and then dip and then kind of just range. Granted, again, it's only been about a week, so take it with a grain of salt, but we are seeing them kind of pump up again. Now, are you still early to this project? In my opinion, definitely. At a $2 million market cap, being on SUI AI agents, I don't think there really is a whole lot of quality AI projects on SUI. I think there was SUI agents, or SUI AI was the ticker, but in my opinion, I would definitely go with something like a SETAI over that one. I think it was SUI AI. If we look it up, actually, I want to say that's what it was. So yeah, SUI AI. Okay, I won't pop up here, but I believe it was SUI AI, SUI agents, something like that. If you know, you know. But I like SETAI personally. Now, obviously, I think AI agents in the SUI ecosystem is a recipe for success. That is my opinion. But if we take a look at their X here, we can see that they do have quite a bit of followers, 163,000. They also have their staking live. They put out, pretty decent constant updates here as well. So they are staying active on their socials. They are getting some traction here as well. So that is something you want to make note of. And if we look at their exchange listings, really just for centralized exchanges, they have Mexi, and that's it, which in my opinion is not that big of a deal given the fact that it is at such a low market cap. It is still early on. It's good to see that they at least have a Mexi listing. Now, obviously, there is other dexes that you can use as well, but in my opinion, that's completely fine for such a low market cap. We're seeing so many AI agents right now that are coming out that are ripping to what it feels like 50 to 100 million with just a Uniswap or just an Aerodrome or Radium, just a DEX listing as well. So this does have that at least Mexi listing, whereas it's not obviously, in my opinion, a tier 1 or tier 2. At least it does have an exchange listing. So do realize that. But it is getting decent volume, especially when you do compare it to an actual $2 million market cap. But either way, that is SETAI agents on the SUI network. I think when you look at across the SUI ecosystem and look for one, just in general, not even low AI projects, but just AI altcoins or AI projects as a whole in the SUI ecosystem, there is not a lot. Again, off the top of my head, I know there's SETAI, obviously, and I want to say the ticker was SUI AI. I want to say, yeah, SUI agents, which I don't know what ended up happening there, but that personally, that was not for me personally. But if you want to know why, you can ask me on the Discord if you guys want my opinion on that one. But either way here, Sentient AI, if I'm saying that correctly, SETAI is one that I think you should definitely have on your watch list. If you're bullish on AI agents, AI as a narrative, I don't know why you wouldn't be at this point. It's proven to be a super hot narrative. And if you're bullish on the SUI ecosystem, again, I don't know why you wouldn't be. It is up massive, and I don't think it's stopping, especially over the last 7 days, as we're seeing it up 25%. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. That is SETAI agents, one that I definitely have my eyes on as we continue to see SUI grow, money flow into the ecosystem, and kind of trickle down to these lower market cap altcoins. I do think a lot of the attention is obviously on Base and Solana right now as the AI agent narrative, but I do think we're starting to see the AI agent trend spread potentially to other ecosystems like we've covered recently with Avalanche, and now as we're covering with SUI. I think we are going to see AI agents only go up, grow. I don't think that trend is going anywhere. I think it's only going to grow, honestly. And I think that we're all going to see it literally start to expand to these other chains as well, because we have been seeing those two chains, Base and Solana, take the market share so much recently. One as a whole, but also just AI agents. But either way, let me know if this is the first time you're hearing of SETAI agents, if you guys have had your eyes on this one, or what your opinion is, or if I'm incorrect, and if you know of other AI projects in the SUI ecosystem that maybe I'm just forgetting or not aware of, please comment them down below. I'd love to get your guys' opinion, and I'll give you my opinion on them as well. And if I look into it and I think it is maybe worth more of a deep dive, I'd be happy to make a video and get your guys' opinion on it as well. And as always, if you guys want an optional way of supporting the channel, or if you want to get into plays early, we just got into one the other day at a super low market cap in the AI sector. There is a Patreon linked below, or you can get into the Discord as well. But there is, again, the Patreon and private channels where all the calls do happen, which you do have to be in the Patreon for. And if you guys got value out of today's video, if you guys could like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.